What's happening, Toku Nation, and welcome to a brand new video on the Patoranger Astro channel. First off, bit late, but Happy New Year's, everybody! 2022, new year, new me, which also means new haircut. So this is gonna be a bit of a shock for most of you, seeing how, you know. But hey, we're here, we're kicking, and today we're gonna be talking about Ultraman Z, or Z, or Zeto, depending on how you say it. So, first thing first, characters. Characters here are fantastic. I love everybody here, especially our main two characters, which we're going to talk about a bit in more depth. But I think everybody here is really great. I really do love seeing Riku coming back, and I really love seeing Juggler playing the same role that he did in the G movie, and also Orb. And I just think that, especially for this team, it's just like really great. The dynamics are really well done. And like our villain here, which you know me, I love my villains. The villain here isn't really much of a person. It's more of like a parasite, space parasite. But the way that it warps like the movement and the speech of the different characters that it does, like infect, it's like really creepy, and it makes it look way cooler that everybody in the cast that is actually possessed actually does a really great job with that. And that's like one of the very many things that is just great about this show. Like the action is great, but you probably already expect that since this new Gen Ultra. The suits are great. I really do love the the Z suits and our kaiju suits that are really cool. And like the special effects, man, it's just like it puts the mech fights in Sentai to shame. But of course it does because it has a bigger budget for the show. But honestly, it's just like really, really fun to watch. That's the main thing. Is that yeah, it's 25 episodes, but you can lose somebody in those 25 episodes. So like watching the fight scenes at the end of like most of the episodes is like really, really eye-opening to what Subaraya Productions is actually really capable of doing, especially with better budget and smaller episode count. So they kind of got to step up their game if they're going to like keep viewers locked, since 25 episodes, not that much time to like develop a whole lot of stuff. But here it works. Especially here it works. Works for G and Orb, so it's gonna work here since they're here. So what else? Well, we have our two main characters, which are Zet and Haruki, and I feel that this show really shines with their bond and how they interact with each other and how they come together in a way that is pretty interesting in a way. Because most new Gen Ultras are like just regular guys who like either are Ultraman or have the power to become Ultraman. But here and with Tiga and with Tiga, not Tiga, Taiga, they fuse together, which is very reminiscent from a bunch of other Ultra shows from the past. But here it feels really, really good because of how they are so similar to each other, especially how they are both kind of goofballs and kind of like trying to figure things out as they go, since they're both pretty new to this. And that's really something that I really appreciate. And something else that I feel that connects them, at least, is how they're both are trying to like live up to an expectation that like their higher ups is set, sorta. Haruki is like trying to become a better pilot, and then for Zet, it's becoming a better Ultraman, like his hero Zero, who is also in this show, which is also fun to see him interact with him. Him being the other him being Zet. So them working together is actually really well thought out. I would say that their connection is like really strong, and they're just a real joy to watch in the show when they have their moments, both in show, like in like the story, and then the little bits in the little bits in the beginning of the episodes, which are really fun and really cute, and I really love it. Kind of wish we get more of that in like the actual shows, but I just think that their relationship altogether is just the biggest highlight of this show, and the reason why I kind of stuck with it, both in the original viewing and the rewatch, which this is about. So it's just so good. But I would say that this is a very cookie cutter hero story, sort of. How like the hero is just this regular guy who has given this great power and has to use that power to save the world. I mean, honestly, most hero stories aren't really that, you know, new. Like, they don't really like do like anything like extremely different, but I feel like this story has enough like really individual stuff, little bits in the in the midst of the story that really does like amplify it. Like there is a moment in there's not even just one moment. There's a couple of moments where they gotta like think about, should humanity have like some kind of great power to defend itself when the Ultra Roy was introduced, and it was like kind of more open ended in that way. And then we have the episodes where Haruki kind of loses his resolve to fight because of like Red King and how he basically killed one of the parents of like the baby that wasn't born yet but was an egg. And that really did kind of like hit me hard in a way, because you don't really get those more contemplation of, should I really kill the bad guys, or like should I really stop the monster and destroy it. And it's like, and the way that Haruki kind of like is in that slump, and we hear the Ultraman Z opening on the piano, and it's just like, it really does hit hard for me at least. And I think that is kind of one of the like greatest moments in Z, and the greatest being the final battle, which is awesome. The final battle in this show is what I want in a final battle for most shows, and it really does excel in that like awesomeness, emotionalness, and just the payoff of the whole deal. With like first episode where the bad guys were going to not take over, but like destroy everything, all the way up to the final like Z blast thing, Sesame blast beam. But hey, it's like really good. It's really good, and I think that this show is like perfect for first time viewers, and even more perfect for like returning viewers who have seen previous shows and just like want to see what the new stuff is all about. And this is really a really big recommendation for people that are really looking to start Ultraman but don't know where to start. This is a really good entry. I really want more people to watch it. And yeah, that's about it. So thank you all so much for watching. As always, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. You know what to do. And next week, or next time we see each other, we will be tackling Lupat as an adaptation for Power Rangers. That's all for now, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.
3, 2, 1.